In a previous video I did some time ago, I believe I actually put the cart before the horse in pleading with African Americans to visit Africa with hope that they will like it and want to stay when they see all the good things that are there. But I believe, based on your comments, that I should talk about immigrants themselves going back home. Going back home and maybe from time to time come to the United States and then encourage other people to follow them based on their success themselves. So please, I will try it again this time around. This is directed at immigrants that are across the United States or probably Canada or probably Australia, different parts of the world, that they should, if they are about 60 years and older, they are retired or thinking about retiring, that this is the best time for them to begin to plan towards going home. Thus, the topic of today, take a look at it, going home. Yes, going home. Whether when I say going home, whether going back to Africa or going back to, whether to go back to India or Pakistan, or as a lot of South Koreans are doing right now, going back to South Korea or even to Europe. But like I always say, we'll do the right thing. First of all, I have to actually thank those who have been pounding on this, have been doing this before me. I mean, people like Wodemeyer of Ghana. Oh my God, he came back from China and then he's doing a lot of good things. He's traveling to all Africa trying to spread the message that Africa is good. Hello to Wodemeyer and Dr. Simi Adedeji in UK. She's a young girl, married with family, and she's doing her thing. Please, I watch her videos. I watch Wodemeyer. I watch Mr. Franklin. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. You're doing a good job. We're very proud of you. At least people will see that it's not people putting their hand to run things and all that. You're doing your bit. Thank you very much. And Vanessa Camby, Vanessa Camby. Oh my God, thank you very much. Business-oriented, business-minded young lady, and then she's doing her thing. Thank you so much. And Amaze too. Amaze, yes, I was in Nigeria back long ago with her. She's in United States, and I believe in Ohio or something, and she's doing her bit. So if you have any questions on Hollywood and all that, Nollywood acting and all that, you know somebody to talk to. But on this issue, like Wodemeyer and Franklin and all others, I really would want us immigrants to begin to think about steps about going home. I believe a lot of them have dealt with this thing, and then I'm going back to it, so compounded. So those of us that we're going towards 60, we're thinking about retiring, or those of us that have retired, there's no reason whatsoever to, maybe, will I say, inconvenience your children in United States and all that. You might want to start the second phase of your life planning to go back home, you know. But like I always do, we start from the first things first. Our proverb of the day, the way our ancestors do. Take a look at it. Our proverb of the day actually says, well, look at it. Home is not where we live, but where we belong. Yes, take a look at that. I believe it's apt. It reiterates what we're saying today about going back home. And like I always say, if you're new to this channel, please be kind enough to click right there and like, subscribe, so that each time we produce a video, it will come directly to you. Okay, we'll start. Did you know? Take a look at that. The Great Zimbabwean Walls. Yes, the Great Zimbabwean Walls in Zimbabwe, South Africa. Great Zimbabwe was built in between 11th and 15th centuries. That is over 722 hectares. It is located between Limpopo and Zanzibar rivers. It represents the finest point of the Shona civilization, with its people trading with distant Asian countries, including China and India. This was evidenced by the ceramics, foreign coins, and glass that were found in its ruins. Hey, take a look at that. The ancient city was built only with granite stones, without any mortars and cement. Obviously, this took highly specialized skills, advanced expertise of masonry, and took many workers to build. This special form of advancement made Europeans biased about claiming that Great Zimbabwe was not built by Africans. Can you believe that? British, Portuguese, German archaeologists refused to acknowledge that Africans had built such elaborate edifice in Great Zimbabwe. In fact, in 1871, yes, 1871, a German geologist, Karl Marx, concluded in a paper that Great Zimbabwe was built by biblical characters from the north. Yes, by this he referred to Solomon's temple in Mount Moriah. He was convinced that a more civilized people must have lived in Zimbabwe before and taught the indigenes such great craft. This continued until Zimbabwe got its independence on April 8, 1980. Before this, various European officials damaged a lot of evidence to hide the truth that Great Zimbabwe was built by Zimbabweans. Can you imagine that? It's okay. Like I said, did you know? It's not new. People try to revisit history, to rewrite history, to take credit from those that they do. But thank God they could not uproot it and take it elsewhere. But when next you go to Zimbabwe or you hear about Zimbabwe, you hear about the Iron Age over there, and look at when it was built. Between 11th. That's amazing. 11th century, 11th and 15th century AD. Now, like we always say, we've told you about the proverb of the day, where, like I said, home is not where you live, but where you belong. And then we'll deal with the topic of the day, going back home. Yes, if you are 60 years old or you're getting to 60 and above, that's about to retire. There's no reason you should inconvenience yourself, inconvenience your family by remaining abroad. You should begin to think about, transition, about settling home, because we all have to put our hands together to rebuild it. We have to claim back wherever we came from, to make it the same thing, to make it similar to the places we have visited and been through, because we have the capacity, if we can do it right. Good roads, good hospitals, good schools, security. We can provide these things ourselves. We can help at least to provide them, than complaining and condemning our places from the safety of where we live in. So, again, if you decide to transition, it's assuming, because this thing should be done meticulously. You have to plan ahead of the time. Plan ahead of the time by, okay, fine, we assume at least by now, at this age, you have a family home. A family home is okay. There's no reason for you to go and build a magnificent house very close to your family home so that everybody know your back, everybody know your money, and then the attention will be on you. No. If you don't have a family home, you might as well just renovate, refurbish the old one, make it good, and then leave that home. Probably go to the city very close to you, rent a house or get a condo. There are reputable firms, real estate agents that will work with lawyers and banks to give you loan to either you buy a condo or you buy a house in a real estate. Vanessa Kambi presents a lot of them in Ghana, the Bijou homes, the Apollonia homes, and the Nigeria, the Jide Taiwos, in South Africa, in Cameroon, in Kenya. There are a lot of reputable people. So if you go to such a real estate, they provide you the basic. You don't have to provide them yourself. The security, the schools, the clinics, hospitals very close to you, and then you might begin to think of, at least ahead of the time, you begin to develop contacts at home, those that are into what you are doing. I repeat, you don't have to rebuild, and reinvent the wheel. People are doing these things at home. You might buy into it. You might invest with them. Invest in what they're doing. You are interested in it, and then see how it is going. And then this thing, make sure you have a lawyer. You make sure you have to verify. When I was in the military, they say inspect. You have to inspect to trust, to verify. So please, you might say, okay, fine. Look, by the time you retire, it's a good time to say, okay, I want to be a lecturer. I want to be a professor. I want to be a teacher somewhere with your education. They will appreciate your skill. They appreciate your expertise. You bring it home and then you start from there. At least you have something with which to pay for the day-to-day maintenance, running of the affairs you want to do back home. Now, if you're not interested, if that is not your forte as in teaching or going to being a lecturer somewhere, okay, look, there's a lot of things those of us from outside, bring back home based on expertise or whatever. You just want to go into business, very good. You could go into agro business. Yes, agro business, this is very good. Look, mechanized farming, it's incredible. It's not the way it is in the United States or in Australia, in Britain. You don't have to invest so much money. You could start with somebody. 2, 3 of us can combine money with the aid of lawyers. These are people that are on the ground that can put this thing into place. Your profit, whatever you get out of it, is based on the money you invest in it. But the point is that we have to start thinking about this transition. Look, catfish, people go into catfish farms, like they say, livestock, poultry, piggery. People do these things. There are restaurants everywhere. They depend on these suppliers. These are something that with a job, okay, you've retired, you actually have your retirement money coming to you to sustain you, at least at the early stages, while you are trying to build this thing up. Please, 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 do not send money there and think people will run it and send you the money. No, do not trust. You have to inspect to verify these things, and then as time goes on, you could move to other things, as in cash crops. You can invest in rice plantation. Yes, there's so many places they produce rice. You could invest in yams. You could do in cassava. You could beans. There's so many things in Africa in Africa or India or Pakistan, wherever you come from, that you can invest money in and then you make money out of. But you have to be around to inspect these things to make sure that they are going. Look, again, you can invest money in things that to preserve the cash crops we have around. Look, preservation. Again, you don't have to do these things yourself. You just have to know them. You do the market research and then you go from there. You could invest in machines to produce palm oil. People that are going to sell them, people that want them will come to you. If you build it, people will come. That is the mantra. If you build it, if you can put it together, and you don't have to have the money with which to buy these things. You start small, and then there are banks there to give you money to establish these things. And then yes, enough of this. You just buy cars here, buy car parts, and send it home. People will eat your money. You're only developing things for people. You gotta go home. Maybe during the winter time, you go and look, when you buy things during the summer and then ship them, give them a month or something, then you fly home, or your wife is at home. This is the way people do it. You stay, you clear those goods, you sell them, and then you employ the money into the real things that you want to do back home, whether it is cash crops, whether it is buying the machinery, investment for palm oil, or what is it called? Either for palm oil or for other cash crops like yams, like cassava, like beans, like rice you want to preserve, or vegetables. Yes, people will buy them during festivities time and all that. Like I said, we have to do these things ourselves. We have to try, because it's based on the interest, based on the amount of effort that we make, that the government will realize, hey, there's money here, and then they'll begin to invest with the rest of, and then other people, our brothers, our sisters across the diaspora would want to join us in our efforts than leaving these things to other nationals coming to Africa, to Europe, or to India, or to Pakistan to take advantage of them. Today, the Chinese buy up lands in Africa, buy up lands in Middle East, and then resell it to people in diaspora when they come back. So these are parts of the things we have to do to ensure smooth transition. Because the truth is this: if you're 60 or 65 and you're still abroad, you have to think twice. Something is wrong. We all have to do something, plan ahead, do a thorough market research, team up, decide on what we want to do. And when we begin to succeed, other people will follow us to succeed. Hey, there's so much more about this, but I'll have to make it short. Think about it. Whatever you think that will help, please, in your comment section. I look forward to hearing from you. Again, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please put like, subscribe, and click the bell. Click the bell on your screen. We'll go to shout out for the day. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Kudos to Representative Joseph D. Nguse from Eritrea. Yes, but in Colorado, USA. Mr. Nguse reminds us all of the beauty of democracy of the United States of America. Eritrea. Look at him. The opportunity this great country provides. Mr. Joseph Nguse is the son of Eritrean immigrants, a politician currently serving as U.S. representative for Colorado's 2nd Congressional District. He is a Democrat. Like many others from places people did not think much of, such as Darrell Issa with Lebanese roots, Representative Eman Omar with Somalian roots, Representative Rashida Tlaib with Palestinian roots, and upcoming Californian Democrat Amar Kampa Najjar, an Arab immigrant. Oh my God, only in America this can happen. Congratulations to you all. Congratulations to you. We are all proud of you. Hey, once again, take a look at your screen. You see my information over there. I'm a motivational speaker, and I really look forward to hearing from you. If you have, these are opinions. If you think better, if there's better things or better ways to do these things, please let the world know. Let me know, and I'll be very glad to honor it and respect your opinion. This is the right day. You see my address, you see my information. I look forward to hear from you. Write me, talk to me. It should be glad speaking to you one-on-one and doing things together with you. I really believe at home we can make it work. We can do it. I believe in you. Keep in touch. Happy Thanksgiving. Emeka Aro is my name.